Choo-choo! My name is Thomas Ammons. You see, over the course of however long this takes, I'm going to be asking y'all questions, and I want to be explaining myself to y'all. I'm going to be telling things to you. You are going to be my therapist. You are going to be my advisors. You are going to learn. You're my students. I'm your teacher. So please, join me. In less than a year, I've gained almost 100 pounds. Now, some people can blame everything, and I do. I blame everything. I blame myself. I blame my family. I blame the world. I blame God. I blame everything. No matter how many excuses I came up to, the reason it was the government's fault, to it was Georgia's fault, to it was Social Security's fault for denying me so many times. It was Medicaid's fault for denying me so many times, for taking away, snatching away my insurance whenever I had good medicine helping me. I can blame myself. And that's the only person who's going to stand up and recognize that this was my fault. What is the real problem? And the real problem is, I'm addicted to the food, no matter what. You see, it started off with junk food. It started where I stopped eating the salads, I stopped eating the low carb, and I stopped eating low calorie. I stopped counting calories. I stopped even logging in my stuff. I started stuffing my face. But y'all have to hear this. What got me to this point? Because that's the importance of this. The importance is knowing what's going through my head, what's going through every one of y'all's head, what's going through the 500-pound man sitting on the couch right now on his laptop, watching this video and saying to himself, this guy's starting to speak some sense. He's starting to talk sense. He's starting to make sense. That's the importance of this video. To show you you're not alone. I got here because I let go of everything. And I chose to give up. And you cannot give up. No matter what, no matter how life hits you, you cannot give up. You have too many people out here, too many people around the world that need you, whether you like it or not. And of course, I could tell you, you have no one that needs you. But that's not true, because you need you. I'm 500 pounds. 522 pounds. This time, we're at the storage shelter getting a old piece of crap vacuum cleaner for a friend of ours. So we will be doing a bunch of things today, and next is finding something to eat for breakfast. Not sure where we're gonna go, what we're gonna eat, but it's gonna be a challenge. And this is my plate. Yep. Not sure if I'm gonna eat it all. And I ended up eating most of it, not all of it, but most of it. And I'm looking at Subway, and I'm looking at a place like that, and I'm thinking of all these bad foods that I used to love to eat that are just like, oh my God, just craving them so bad. Like, eating that chicken was the hardest thing I did, because I wanted so bad for a burger and fries. I wanted so bad for some dessert, but... Hey y'all, we at the grocery store. We just got us a good load. We got us some corn, we got some milk, we got some chicken. Oh, did we get some chicken? We got some chicken. I think we're gonna be pretty good until about the 15th. How about you? What you think, Amber?
Nope.
You don't think we'll be good? Nope. Probably not. But still. And look what Amber's got. Look at this. A dadgum Mountain Dew. Look what I got. A water. Can you say product placement? Nah, just kidding. The truth of the matter is, I got to the point where I could barely walk. And I know a lot of people will probably think right away that, oh, well, you're just a fat ass, you don't want to walk. That's not the case. It has to do with my back and how messed up it is. And finally, today, we went to the storage unit and I found one of my old canes. And I started to walk with it. And it saved me completely today. And I want to show that off right now. This right here is my cane. And it does tremendous for walking. So I'm able to walk now. And hey, maybe now I'll stop getting those bad looks in the grocery store and Walmart whenever I'm riding on the buggy. They think I don't notice. They're looking. They think I don't notice, but I notice them looking at me. Oh my God, kids. When kids see electric wheelchairs like this, they think they're playthings. Let me just get around these people and I'll be alright, okay. Alright, the kids didn't see you. They didn't scream to be playing on it or nothing. Just gonna get some bananas and I'll be okay. Gotta get some bananas and I'll be okay. Some bananas and I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Gotta get some donuts too because Mama wants donuts. When will she understand? Nobody ever understands. Alright, let's check out. Go to the cash register. Hopefully there ain't a long line. Hopefully people ain't gonna be staring at me and I'll be okay. I made it. I can do this. I did this. I did it. Unfortunately, we were in states where I wasn't able to really go get anything to eat. Speaking of money, we have hit some more financial troubles lately, and that's crazy. We were doing pretty good for a little while there, but now we're back into the dumps. You know, like they say, you know, you get you save up as much as you can, but sometimes we can't just keep on saving, and these summer months have been really hard on us, especially with the electricity being so high, and this trailer doesn't really have good insulation, and so the air conditioner is constantly running, but that's just to keep it at about a good 80 degrees in here. Like, I know 2 personal could really really send a lot of y'all packing, probably, from watching my videos. As some of you may know, I've been applying for SSI for a few years now. On this application, I've actually had about 4 or 5 different applications put in throughout the last 10 years. I had been ridiculed. I had been fat shamed, bullied, even by doctors, especially the Social Security doctors, all because I was overweight, or I am overweight. They believe that everything wrong with me, they thought it was all to do with my weight. And it wasn't until I got insurance that I was able to actually go and get tested. And that's whenever they found the ankylosing spondylitis.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jason West in the West Clinic, coming at you with 102 years of healings and 4 generations of doctors. And we're talking about the treatments and prevention of a specific type of arthritis called ankylosing spondylitis. Now, diet is essential to avoid inflammatory foods. So things like refined white sugar, high fructose corn syrup, wheat, gluten, dairy, eggs, nuts, those are all factors. And the proof is in the pudding, and I urge people to do a food elimination diet. Let's get those inflammatory foods out of the system, and let's work on the ligament health. Exercise is really important in managing ankylosing spondylitis. You don't want to stop moving. Small amounts of exercise throughout the day can be key to keeping the pain in control and making sure that the movements for your joints are appropriate.
Being as bad as it is. That's when they found the degenerative disc disease. That's when they found that I had sciatica. They found all these problems with me. My ankylosing spondylitis, it affects the organs. It's not just the spine, it can affect the organs, and it's already affected my eyesight. My eyesight is horrible. I can't see hardly anything. I'm supposed to wear glasses, but I can't have any glasses because I don't have any insurance anymore. All this was found out when I had insurance. They were able to dive deeper into my bipolar disorder. They were able to get more of the stuff on record. Now, I had my own doctors that were able to tell me, saying, Thomas, listen, I had a doctor tell me, Thomas, you will not be able to work ever again.
I want to see the receipts. I want to see receipts.
30 years old is only 4 years away from me. And here I am. The possibility of SSI is so big for me. It's not getting paid that I'm worried about. It's the insurance that I'm worried about, because I need that insurance to be able to see these doctors, to be able to keep going to them, and to be able to get the help. And what I want to do, I will do a whole another video on the weight loss surgery. But just know that I want to have that done. In a lot of pain. Mostly feels like you have eaten something really bad, you're feeling nauseated. How do you feel about me getting surgery?
I think he did really, really well. I'm very proud of him. He's a trooper. Just really excited.
We had cake, and we had hot dogs, and we had a lot of fun. Being a food addict, I should have known better. I should have known that I couldn't just go to a place like Taco Bell, which is what I did, and eat a double stuffed grande burrito thingy majigger. I should have known better than to do that. I should have known better than to eat pizza. I should have known better than to eat cake. I should have known better. Pretty much, I should have known better than to eat Sonic. And no, I didn't pay for all this food, but even if it was free, it don't matter. But hindsight is 2020.
Wait a minute!
And if I would have used some advice that I had gotten, maybe I would have done better. But hey guys, this is Big T coming at you again. Sorry it's been so long since my last video. I've been going back and forth on different things since my last video. Well, actually, no, I've been doing one thing in particular, and that was counting calories. But I was still getting the same results. I was losing like 5 or 6 pounds the first few days, and then I'm up 2 pounds. And it really, really frustrated me. Really bad frustrated me. But I think I've came up with a little bit of a solution. Been doing some research, and I've taken some of your comments. There's actually one person who commented twice, 2 or 3 times, talking about how I should go back to the way I was after surgery. And it got me thinking. I was like, you know what? Maybe she's right. I didn't want to, though. I didn't really want to. I kept making excuses. I kept saying, well, you like to eat, more. You're still hungry. You don't want to go through that again. You don't want to eat as little as they're talking about. You're supposed to eat more. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all, I was making excuses. That's all it was a bunch of excuses. I found some suggestions, thanks to Google and thanks to different things, about the 5-day pouch test. It's not a diet. It's not trying to lose weight. It's actually supposed to just reset my pouch. So before any of y'all are like, oh, well, here he is going back on another fad diet, or trying to lose weight some weird way, you should just, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm just trying to reset my stomach back to the way it was right after surgery. So today's day 1. So far, so good. Had my protein shake for breakfast. I've been drinking water instead of tea. That's something that I really want to start doing during this pouch test, just drinking nothing but water, seeing, if maybe that'll help if I drink enough water to try to keep myself full. Let's see. Okay, and I have some soups. All okay. If you go to 5daypouchtest.com, you can actually see the plan. This morning I started and I had a protein shake for breakfast. It's Atkins protein shake. I had the chocolate mocha. I didn't like it that much. I thought maybe the coffee flavor would be eggs a little better for breakfast, but eggs, I didn't really like it that much. I don't recommend it, but I'm going to drink eggs, because that's one of the flavors I got. I got 2 different things of shakes because I'm going to have 4 protein shakes each day, and eggs. Today I'm mixing it up. I got eggs. See, each pack comes with 4. I got cookies and cream, both Atkins, and the chocolate mocha. When you eat your meal, you don't drink up to 30 minutes after your meal or during your meal, and you must wait at least an hour between meals so that you give your stomach time to digest, and slowly your stomach, I don't think it gets smaller. I think you just learn to control it better. And I guess I really didn't clarify what the doctor was really putting out, telling me. You see, the thing is, when he said that some people are made to be bigger, he was meaning it like some people are built bigger. Some people aren't made to be men. Some men aren't made to be 150, 160. Some men are made to be around 200. Some people, and I've been told this before, some people aren't even made to be under 220, 230. It's just the way we're built. Some people are built stockier. There's some people who said they got the gastric bypass and didn't lose all their weight, and they wish they would have went with the VSG first so that they could have done the gastric bypass later. And I can understand that because my original doctor did tell me that same thing. He could do the VSG, I would lose 100, 150 pounds, and then he could do the gastric bypass. I'm actually, after this 3 days, the 3 days was up yesterday, and today started my lean protein diet. Eat lean protein 3 times a day, about 4 to 6 ounces per meal. And I'm going to try to eat a veggie with it, but if I can't get the veggie and the protein to be around 4 to 6 ounces, then I'll eat the protein first. And I'll do that 3 times a day with minimal snacking in between.
Bitch, are you for real?
I got a lot of you out there who are still doing keto and are losing a lot of weight, and I am really proud of y'all for that. I congratulate y'all for that. I wish it had worked that way for me. I really do. I did keto for a long time. I did it for over a month at a time, and I lost, water weight, but I didn't lose any sustainable weight, no fat loss. And some people say that's because my protein was too high, that I was eating a lot of meat and veggies and some cheese, but I wasn't eating enough high fat foods like bulletproof coffee and a lot of butter and coconut oil and stuff like that. I wasn't eating a lot of that, mainly because coconut oil, unrefined coconut oil, is very expensive, and Kerrygold butter is expensive, and probably the cheapest thing for me was just getting meat and veggies. Maybe my calories were too high, I don't know. I mean, I did redo my BMR. My BMR is actually like 3,670 something. That's a lot of calories, and I was not eating anywhere near that amount of calories in one day. And when I added up, you know, my 2 days when I would fast and when I would eat, it was around 3,600 calories, so it was around that BMR. But if you split that in half, you know, that's around 1,800 calories a day, and you know, I wasn't losing, and I was at an extreme deficit. So why wasn't I losing, guys? Why wasn't I losing? I mean, I told my doctor. The doctor said, you know, he'd check my thyroid and stuff again, but just a few months ago, he checked that stuff, and it was fine. It could be my metabolism, but I looked up how to increase metabolism, and I'm doing a lot of that stuff. I'm drinking a lot of water. I'm eating spicy food, you know, spicy food. Sometimes they say spicy foods help. I'm eating a lot of protein. I'm walking more. I'm walking as much as I can. Like, I'll go, you know, to the grocery store, and instead of using their riding buggy, I walk now.
Oh my God! Wow!
You know, I do as much as I can physically. I don't know. Maybe I should do more. I mean, lift weights, that would be great. Maybe get a gym membership. That'd be awesome, you know. Maybe instead of doing the surgery, I'll just say forget it and use the money I was going to use on vitamins just to get a gym membership and, you know, pay for gas to go to that gym. I feel like I feel like nothing I think of is going to help. I feel like nothing I do is going to help. I mean, why would I even get the surgery? If my metabolism is this fucked up, what's the surgery going to do to fix that? What the hell am I supposed to do? I did some soul searching. You see, I realized what I need to do is I need to get back I was doing before I started doing OMAD. Does this mean I'm not going to be doing intermittent fasting? No, I'm definitely going to be doing intermittent fasting. But I'm also going to be doing lower carb because I figured out something. You see, just because some people say calories in, calories out is all that you need to worry about, well, that's a lie. It's not exactly true for everybody. For me, I realized that a calorie is not just a calorie. Something that I've been trying to tell y'all for a long time was that I could easily lose weight by just eating whatever I wanted to.
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
The truth is, I can't eat whatever I want to, and I can't do it just because I eat one meal a day. The truth is, I have to watch my carbs. I know, I've done keto before, I've done low carb all the time, but the truth is, I do have to watch my carbs because the sugars, the processed foods, the white flours, all of that is causing me to hold on to weight that I should be losing. So very soon, very, very soon, I'm going to start eating a lower carb lifestyle. Now, will I allow myself to slip up once in a while? That's gonna happen. So, okay, that's gonna happen, but I'm not gonna let it derail me. I'm not gonna let it control me. I got this. I know that's unusual. A lot of people are like, wait a second, you know, what about every other time you said you're gonna stick to it? Well, every other time I didn't have this feeling that I have now. I didn't have that feeling of, hey, you're really going to be able to do it this time. My wife really knows how to cook chicken breast. Very, very good. And there was days that doing the video here, 104 pounds a year. I have no real updates physically. I'm taking more medicines for my other problems, but hey, a lot of people have to take a lot of medicines. Because, guys, we get one life. We live this one life to the best of our ability. And I want to make mine as long as possible. So, I'm not going to step on this scale right now. I'm not ready to step on this scale because there's things that are going on in my life that I know if I step on that scale and I get stressed out if I've gained weight, then what good is that going to do me? Because that's just going to put me down. It's going to make me feel horrible. And I don't want to feel horrible about it. I want to step on the scale when it's the time that if I step on it, I know for a fact that no matter what it says, it will not affect me. And believe me, that time's coming up soon. Yeah. The meeting is tomorrow. Going there at 9 a.m. Why does it have to be so early? Good gosh. Like, they have other meetings like throughout the month in different locations. But for some reason, this location happens to be 9 a.m. I have not been eating the best. I've been eating better than I was, but not as good as I could. You see, I've started eating kind of lower carb during the morning, or trying to be lower carb during the morning. I still attempt to eat healthier, but it don't always work out. I gotta stop bringing bad food in my house. But the difficulty of that is whenever I get really upset and really depressed, I'll ask my wife to bring me bad food. I'll say, Amber, or well, actually, it's more like this. Like, Amber, can you go to the dollar store and get me a chocolate bar and maybe like a bag of chips?
If what she does makes her happy, then I'm happy. As long as she does it safely, I'm happy.
How do you do it safely?
She's healthier than I am.
No, she's not.
Actually,
no, she's
she
not.
is.
Unless you're in stage 4 cancer, she is not healthier
I've had a
than you are.
history of heart problems. She's healthier than I am.
Oh my God, I can't believe what you just said. Everything I just said to you, forget it. She now told me you have a family history of heart disease. So everything I just told you, it's worse.
And in fact, she eats healthier than I do.
No, she doesn't.
I take her grocery shopping and the cart is loaded full of fruits and vegetables. I don't even eat that much.
You have brainwashed these people. We did a pre-interview with her, okay?
Okay.
She told us what she had to eat the day that we did the pre-interview with her. She's healthier than you? Then you need to stay here when she leaves, because we're going to put you in the insane asylum. 7 a.m., 4 or 5 donuts while she's cooking breakfast. What did she have for breakfast? A 7-egg omelet with a 1.5 cups of cheese. She put a full bell pepper, a full onion, and a full package of ham in it. Then she ate 4 or 5 potatoes that she made into hash browns with another full pepper and onion. And that held her for 45 minutes, which is probably what it took to eat it. And then she had 4 corn dogs dipped in nacho cheese and a full-size bag of potato chips. And you're right, she had a couple of strawberries. You got to get that fruit in there, right? Mm-hmm. And that held her till 11 o'clock. Now she had 3 sandwiches with ham, cheese, mayo, tomato, cucumber, avocados, croutons, bacon bits, and ranch dressing. And she said, this is where I get my vegetables. So she had tomatoes and avocado smeared in mayonnaise with croutons and bacon bits. Now we get to lunch. She has a large pepperoni pizza. Then at 1 o'clock, she has snack number 3, 2 bowls of ice cream with caramel and whipped cream. And then she has a hand-sized bag of M&Ms. Then at 2, she had 2 bacon cheeseburgers, a box of mac and cheese, and 3 bananas. At 3 o'clock, she had 6 avocados made into guacamole and a full-size bag of tortilla chips. For dinner, she had 10 fish tacos with rice and beans. Then she had a whole box of honey buns, a whole box of Hot Pocket loaded potatoes. Then at 10, a bag of pepperoni, and along the way, she drank a gallon of sweet tea and 6 candy bars. She eats better than you?
A lot of times she'll do it. Sometimes she'll say, aren't we supposed to be doing better? And I'll be like, oh, well, I've had a really bad day. I just, I'm going to start it again tomorrow. Today is going to be a last hurrah, hurrah tonight. So go ahead and get donuts too, and we'll enjoy it together. For her to be on like a diet, it means giving up Mountain Dew. And she can't give up Mountain Dew right now because she just became the manager. That is really tough on her. It's tough on all of us because she has to work a lot more than what she usually does. And it's a little stressful, but, you know, she's managing it well. Managing it well. But, guys, I can't keep faking it. I'm depressed. I'm bad. I'm trying to fake it for the video, but y'all don't like me for being fake. Y'all like me for being real. So here's the real stuff. I've been eating outrageously bad. I've been eating some really, really horrible foods. I know this is probably going to get me hate. It's probably going to, really, it's not even hate. It's just going to get me people who are frustrated at seeing me fail time and time again. And if you add everything else up, it's easily 4,000 calories. And it's a never-ending cycle. And that's exactly how it is. A lot of people won't admit that it's a food addiction. A lot of people won't admit that because, you know, they don't want to say that they're an addict. They don't want to say, oh man, maybe I'm an addict. They don't want to realize that. Because if they realize that, that means they can't pretend that they're normal anymore. And I'm already got that through my mind. I'm thinking like, oh, tomorrow I'm going to go carb it up or something, you know. You're talking about looking at life insurance. Do you want to get life insurance right now? I had one heck of a vacation. It was great to get away. It was great to meet up with Wendy and Dusty, and it was awesome meeting some obesity warriors and just to really have fun. The problem with vacations is that it's really tough to get back on track after you're back from vacation. At first, the plan was to meet up and everybody eat perfect. You know, everybody eat healthy, keep each other on track and everything. But on the way up there, stopping at too many places and having to, you know, have snacks and stuff. And then by the time you get up there, you're tired, and one thing leads to another, and we just ended up eating out too much, and we ended up really just ruining ourselves. And we said, we made a pact. We said, okay, you know, we're going to take these 3 or 4 days to have, you know, fun. We're going to just enjoy each other's company. This is not work. This is a vacation. And then we're going to come home, and then everything's going to be back to normal. Well, actually, it was closer to like a 16 to 18 hour drive up there and then back, when you factor in all the stops and everything in between. It's tough. Like, it is tough because my legs were really swollen. I mean, really swollen from that kind of ride. And I know it's fluid retention because of how quickly the water came off. I made the mistake of the day after I got home, weighing in to see, like, I'm just going to weigh in, see where I'm at, you know, to see what kind of water weight or what kind of damage I did. And I was like 493. If you're doing everything right, you shouldn't gain at all. And that's where I screwed up. I wasn't doing everything right. Like, I got the surgery, okay? I got the gastric sleeve because I told myself, with the gastric sleeve, the doctor promised and said, you will not be hungry. He said, you will not feel hungry. He said there's going to be days that you forget about food altogether, and you're just going to go throughout the day and then have to, like, pick a little something to eat. He's like, you'll have to go through the refrigerator, just get some stuff and eat it, and then go on and move on to your next, you know, the next thing you want to do in your day because you're not going to be hungry. Well, the truth is, the mind screws with you. It makes you believe you're hungry. So yeah, it's probably head hunger that I have, but I'm still hungry. And the problem I face now is that I can eat something, and then 20 to 30 minutes later, it's like it's already gone, so I'm hungry again. It should be calories in, calories out, but I'm an anomaly. It's not like that for me for some reason, because when I do eat, anyway, when I do eat like 2,000 calories, that's cutting my my metabolic rate. That's cutting my regular calories that I should be eating to burn like 2 pounds a week according to MyFitnessPal. That's cutting it by like almost like 600-700. So when I do eat 2,000 calories a day, I still gain weight. No matter what it is I eat, even if it's healthy foods, I still gain weight. And I cannot figure out why. My doctor has no idea why. Like, nobody that I talk to has any idea why it's like that, because by all rights, I should be losing weight being on that big of a deficit. Haters, I love you guys too. I love the haters. Y'all could hate all y'all want. Y'all could be as mad as y'all want. Y'all could be, telling me how we're alike and how we're different, and telling me how I'm a failure and how I'm not a failure. You could be telling me all these things and just combine them all together. And I want you to take your opinion about me, you haters. This is for the haters, not the cool people. This is for the haters. If you want to hit that dislike button, go ahead, do it. I don't care. If you want to comment or you want to message me and tell me I'm always making excuses, I want you to write it all down. I want you to take a piece of paper like this, okay? And I want you to write it all down. And then I want you to crumble it up. And then I want you to just bend over and stick it straight up your ass. Because that's all I care about y'all's opinion.